This is the tale of the robber bridegroom, a Grimm fairy tale. Once in a quiet little village, there lived a beautiful young woman. She was gentle, innocent, and dearly loved by her father. But fate would lead her into darkness she could never have imagined. One day, a wealthy stranger came to the village. He was handsome, charming, and he asked for the young woman's hand in marriage. Though her heart was uneasy, her father agreed to the match. But the man lived far away, deep in the forest, and the girl had never visited his home. He told her, "Follow the path through the woods, my dear, and scatter white ashes along the way so you won't lose your way back." The girl nodded, but in her heart, her dread only grew. One misty afternoon, with ashes in her basket, she followed the winding path through the dense, shadowy forest. Strange noises echoed through the trees, whispers, laughter, and something that sounded like weeping. Finally, she reached a lonely house, towering and silent among the trees. The air was cold. Inside, it was dark, too dark. A single voice called from the shadows, "Welcome, my bride. You are right on time." The young woman's hands trembled. Something felt terribly wrong. She wandered through the rooms, and in the corner of a dusty cellar, she saw blood. Blood staining the walls, the floor, and something far worse, the remains of those who had come before her. Before she could scream, she heard voices, her so-called fiancé and his companions returning to the house. She ducked behind a barrel, her breath ragged and silent. Through the cracks, she saw them carrying something or someone, a trembling young girl. They threw her down and laughed. "Tonight," the leader said, "we feast." The girl watched in horror as they murdered her. They cut off one of her fingers, and as it fell, it rolled across the floor, coming to rest right at her feet. She clutched the finger, its golden ring glinting faintly in the dark, and ran. Out the door, into the forest, following the ashes she had scattered to guide her home. Behind her, she heard furious shouts. "Find her! Don't let her escape!" But she didn't stop until she reached her father's house, collapsing into his arms. The very next day, her wedding feast was held. Villagers gathered, unaware of the truth. When all were seated, the girl stood, her voice trembling but clear. "I have a story to tell," she said. She told them everything. The dark house, the blood, the murdered girl. At last, she held up the severed finger with the golden ring, proof of her words. The bridegroom turned pale. He tried to flee, but the villagers seized him and his band of murderers. Justice was swift and brutal. And so, the girl was saved, but she never forgot the shadows in that house. Beware the charming smile of strangers, for beneath it may lurk monsters. I hope you enjoyed that horrifying story. And hopefully it put you to sleep. Some of you are a little weird, and I love that. Enjoy. Good night.